Every summer, football gives us unforgettable moments. But before the first whistle even blows, the biggest battles happen off the pitch. This summer has already been absolutely crazy. Record-breaking transfer fees, massive club statements, and players ready to change the future of their new teams. Today, we're counting down the biggest official Premier League transfers completed so far. We'll break down why each deal happened, what makes every player special, and whether they're really worth the money. Let's get started. Let's start with the biggest transfer of the summer. Chelsea didn't just sign a player, they made a statement to the rest of the Premier League. After an incredible season with Aston Villa, Morgan Rogers officially completed his move to Chelsea for a reported £117 million, making him the most expensive British player in football history. He signed a long-term deal running until 2033. That's a huge amount of money. So what makes Rogers so special? He's one of the most complete attacking players in England. He can play on the left, on the right, as a number 10, or even as a second striker. He's quick, strong on the ball, excellent at beating defenders one-on-one, and always looking to create chances. What really stands out is his confidence. He never hides from the ball, even under pressure. Chelsea have been searching for a player who can carry the attack for years to come, and they believe Morgan Rogers is exactly that player. Now comes the biggest challenge. Can he live up to a $117 million price tag? We'll find out soon.
If you thought Chelsea spent big, wait until you hear about Manchester City's latest signing. Manchester City rarely panic in the transfer market. They wait, they study, and when they finally make a move, it's usually for a very good reason. This summer, City shocked everyone by signing Elliot Anderson from Nottingham Forest in a deal worth around £116 million. The agreement was confirmed by Forest before the formal completion after the World Cup. At first, many fans looked at the price tag and asked, is he really worth over £100 million? But Pep's coaching staff clearly sees something special. Anderson is incredibly intelligent with the ball. His first touch is excellent. He's calm under pressure, always looking for the forward pass, and he works tirelessly without possession. He isn't the flashiest player on the pitch, but he's the kind of midfielder that makes everyone around him better. That's exactly the profile Manchester City wanted, not just for today, but for the next decade. If he adapts quickly to Pep's system, don't be surprised if he becomes one of the best midfielders in the league.
Contract 5 years, with an option for a further 12 months.
Manchester United answered back with a major signing of their own, and this next player might be exactly what they've been missing in midfield.
Now it's Manchester United's turn. After another frustrating season, one thing became crystal clear. United needed more energy, more control, and more quality in midfield. That's exactly why they moved for Andrey Santos. The Brazilian midfielder officially joined Manchester United from Chelsea in a deal worth £50 million, signing a 6-year contract with the Red Devils. So, what makes Santos such an exciting signing? First of all, he's incredibly composed on the ball. No matter how intense the pressure is, he always seems to make the right decision. He's also an excellent passer, capable of switching play, breaking defensive lines, and keeping possession when his team needs control. But that's not all. Santos loves to win the ball back. His aggressive pressing, strong tackling, and endless work rate make him the perfect modern box-to-box midfielder. And despite his age, he already plays with the maturity of a seasoned professional. Manchester United aren't just signing a player for this season. They're investing in someone they believe can lead their midfield for years to come. Now all eyes will be on Old Trafford. Can Andrey Santos become the midfield leader United have been searching for? Only time will tell.
Manchester United strengthened their midfield, but Arsenal had a different priority. Instead of adding another attacker, they went out and signed one of Europe's most reliable defenders. Championship-winning teams are built on strong defenses, and Arsenal clearly understands that. After an impressive spell with Bayer Leverkusen, Piero Hincapié officially became an Arsenal player in a deal worth around £34.5 million on a 5-year contract. At first glance, some fans thought Arsenal had overpaid, but once you watch Hincapié play, it all starts to make sense. He's quick, strong in one-on-one duels, comfortable playing with either foot, and he can play as a center back or a left back whenever needed. That's exactly the kind of versatility Mikel Arteta loves. More importantly, Hincapié stays calm under pressure and isn't afraid to play out from the back. That's a perfect fit for Arsenal's style of football. If he settles quickly, this could easily become one of the smartest signings of the summer.
Arsenal strengthened their defense, but Tottenham decided to completely reshape their midfield with one blockbuster signing. Now here's a transfer that surprised almost everyone. Just when Newcastle fans thought Sandro Tonali would stay and become the heart of their midfield, Tottenham came knocking. And they didn't just make an offer, they broke their transfer record. Spurs agreed a deal worth up to £100 million, with an initial fee of £92.5 million plus performance-related add-ons to bring the Italian star to North London. Tonali signed a 5-year contract after completing his move from Newcastle United. So why were Spurs willing to spend that kind of money? Because Tonali is the complete midfielder. He can defend, he can create, he controls the tempo. He's incredibly calm under pressure. His passing is outstanding. His vision is elite, and his work rate never drops. But perhaps his biggest strength is his football IQ. He always seems to know where the next pass is before anyone else. That's exactly the type of player Roberto De Zerbi wanted to build his new Tottenham midfield around. If Tonali settles quickly, he could completely transform Spurs this season. And Tottenham weren't done yet. Just a few days earlier, they had already completed another huge midfield signing. While everyone was talking about Tonali, Tottenham quietly secured one of Portugal's brightest young talents. Mateus Fernandes arrived from West Ham in a deal worth £85 million, signing a 6-year contract with Spurs. At just 21 years old, he's already known for playing with the confidence of a veteran. Mateus loves carrying the ball forward. He's technically gifted, comfortable in tight spaces, and always looking to break defensive lines with smart passes. What impressed Spurs the most was his maturity. Even in high-pressure matches, he rarely loses possession. Roberto De Zerbi believes Fernandes has everything needed to become one of the Premier League's best midfielders over the next few years. Now, the challenge is adapting to the expectations that come with an $85 million price tag. Previous club, West Ham United. Tottenham strengthened the midfield, but they also made sure to reinforce the back line with one of the Premier League's most consistent defenders. Tottenham weren't only thinking about their midfield this summer. They also wanted a defender who could instantly improve the back line. That's where Jan-Paul van Hecke came in. After establishing himself as one of Brighton's most reliable defenders, Spurs completed his signing for $52 million, handing the Dutch centre-back a 5-year contract. So why was he such a priority? Because Van Hecke is the definition of a modern defender. He's strong in the air, excellent in one-on-one situations, comfortable bringing the ball out from the back, and fearless under pressure. He's also a natural leader who isn't afraid to organize the defense. For Roberto De Zerbi, this wasn't just another center-back. It was the missing piece of his new defensive system. If Van Hecke settles quickly, Tottenham could finally have the defensive stability they've been searching for. Big money signings always grab the headlines, but sometimes the smartest deals don't cost a single penny. Experience, leadership, winning mentality. That's exactly what Tottenham wanted. After spending years lifting trophies with Liverpool, Andy Robertson became available as a free agent. Spurs wasted no time. They signed the Scottish captain on a free transfer, giving him a 2-year contract. Some fans question the move because of his age, but experience like Robertson's is hard to replace. He's still one of the best attacking fullbacks in the game. His crossing is world-class, his energy never stops, and his leadership inside the dressing room could be just as valuable as his performances on the pitch. Sometimes, the best signing isn't the most expensive one. It's the player who already knows how to win. And that's our list of the biggest official Premier League transfers completed so far this summer. Some clubs spent huge money to chase the title. Others focused on building for the future. But one thing is certain, this Premier League season is going to be absolutely incredible. Now it's your turn. Which signing do you think will have the biggest impact this season? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to Matchpoint Football, and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest football stories. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.